People make loads of Robux selling high CTR thumbnails to Roblox devs. So I'm going to be spending the next 24 hours selling Roblox thumbnails I made with AI to see if they're even good enough to make any Robux. And throughout this entire video, you guys are going to see every single method I tried to make Robux from this. And later in this video, we even managed to sell a thumbnail for a crazy amount of Robux. And just to see how much you guys think I made, leave a comment with your guess before watching the rest of this video. And while you're at that, maybe even drop your boy a sub. Today we're going to be using Forge GUI to make all the thumbnails and icons. But before we even try sell someone a single thumbnail, we're going to need to make a portfolio to show all the devs and to kind of demonstrate the quality of our work. I mean, AI's work. I just opened up Forge and I'm going to give it a very detailed prompt to generate our first thumbnail we're going to be using for the portfolio. But before I actually gave it the prompt, I opened up Roblox and saw this game called Sailor Peace. And the thumbnails this game had weren't the best, which is how I got the inspiration for our first thumbnail. I actually gave Forge a pretty simple prompt: anime character fighting bandits. Make all characters Roblox R6 characters. And after a few seconds of letting Forge do its thing, this was the result. It literally looks 10 times better in my opinion, and kind of follows the current style of thumbnails going around Roblox right now. Forge also has this cool feature which you can use to enhance your prompts if you feel like you wrote something which isn't the best description of what you want. I generated a few more images for our portfolio, and I also made some high CTR brain rot style thumbnails. And now with our portfolio being done, the first method we're going to be trying is Twitter. I first searched up how other people offering to make thumbnails for Robux charge, and there is literally someone charging 10,000 Robux for a game thumbnail. Just so we have a better chance of actually making Robux, I'm gonna charge somewhere between 500 to 1,000 for 3 thumbnails. Affordable enough so people don't get scared, and high enough for us to make it actually worth doing since we're making it with AI. So I'm quickly gonna make a post, and I'm gonna be posting this tweet inside a Roblox community with over 18,000 developers, and hopefully we can get someone interested. But while we wait for Twitter, I'm going to be moving on to my second method, which is reaching out to developers currently working on a game to see if maybe they'd want us to make a game thumbnail for them. But before I even sent my first DM, I had an idea. Instead of only trying to sell them a thumbnail, I could make it a package: 2 thumbnail art pieces and 1 game icon for literally only 600 Robux. That way we're offering more value and there's more reasons to say yes. So I opened up Forge again to generate some game icons we'd use as part of our portfolio, and this is how they came out. So now that we have thumbnails and icons, this is gonna make the package pitch a lot easier to sell. I'm gonna be DMing around 20 developers, and hopefully we can at least get one of them to buy from us. And as I was about to send out my first DM, someone from Twitter actually sent me a Discord message. Okay, so our first client wants 3 thumbnails, and the theme revolves around breaking out of jail. So for our first client thumbnail, I gave Forge a prompt based on that theme: Roblox R6 characters breaking out of prison, dramatic lighting, action scene, cinematic style. Okay, that works. A different angle, same theme, wide shot, jail exterior, characters are running. Here are the other 2, and I sent him a message asking him if he likes it. So at this point, we've just made our first 1,000 Robux, which is actually a great start for like hour 3 of the challenge. I've already sent like 2, but I still had 18 DMs I hadn't sent. So let me get back to that and let's see what people say. Most people didn't reply, which I kind of expected. Cold DMing is honestly a numbers game, but I did get a few responses. And one of the devs replied saying his game was a fantasy RPG and he wanted to see what I could do before he actually paid us anything. So I went into Forge GUI to make him a quick sample. Roblox R6 character in a dark fantasy armor, magic sword, dramatic lighting, epic cinematic style. So now we've got our second sale for 600 Robux, and at this point we're sitting at 1,600 total, which honestly I didn't think we'd be able to even do in the first place. So I opened up Forge again and made him his 2 thumbnails and an icon based on his game. Now, while I was handling that, another one of the devs I DM'd actually got back to me. This one was a bit different though. He already had thumbnails for his game, but they looked kind of mid, and wanted to know if I could improve the quality and maybe make it in a R6 Roblox style, which I didn't even realize Forge GUI could do. But you can actually upload an existing image into Forge and tell it what you want changed. And the difference actually looks kind of crazy. Compared to his original thumbnail, Forge just made everything look more like intentional. He paid. He didn't even care it was AI. He cared more that it looked better than what he already had. And that's the whole point of it all. It's not about whether the thumbnail was made using AI or by a designer. It's more about if it's good enough for what you want. By this point, the Twitter post I had made in the beginning had gotten a bit of traction. And I got one more DM. Someone who'd seen the tweets and wanted 3 thumbnails for a horror game they've been working on. The theme was a haunted mansion, and they wanted it to feel scary, but still have that Roblox style to it. So I went into Forge as usual, and honestly, this one might be my favorite that Forge UI produced this entire video. And this was what Forge was able to generate. We made the client an icon and 2 thumbnails. And even after telling them it was all made using AI, they literally loved it. Okay, so that's the results. 2,700 Robux in 24 hours. Now, I want to be honest about something. Most of the people I reached out to didn't reply. Out of the 20 devs I DM'd, I only was able to get 2 sales. And the Twitter post only got me 2 more clients. So if you're going into this thinking everyone is going to say yes, they won't. But the ones who do say yes are pretty easy to close because Forge GUI is actually producing stuff that looks good. And that's the thing I kept noticing throughout the whole day. I told them it was made with AI and not one of them actually cared. They just wanted to know if it looked good and if the price was fair. And both of those things you can control. I was genuinely surprised by how much better thumbnails looked compared to what a lot of devs are already using for the games. And most of the thumbnails you already see on Roblox are likely made with AI. If you want to try out Forge GUI for yourself, the link will be in the description. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and make sure to leave a sub.